So is vlogging basically talking to yourself? Because I'm a professional. And as you can see, my apartment is empty and messy at the same time. She's multi-talented.
This is de-stressing.
Here's where I'm at now. It's Monday. My goal is to get everything out of the apartment by this Friday, and then I'll be going to Toronto, and then flying to Costa Rica, and then I'll be flying to Medellin, Colombia for 2 months, maybe longer. That's the extent of my planning, and most of this planning was done last week. I'm feeling a lot of feelings, but not really, because I have so much to do. I am not really giving myself the space to really feel my feelings. And part of me wants to do that, but part of me is, I'm afraid of my feelings. I feel like if I really allow myself to feel my feelings, I'm gonna fall apart and not have the time and luxury to fall apart because I have real logistics to do. That is, I know that's not true, because look at me now. I am recording, not working on this shit, and I clearly feel like I have time for that. I have time to wallow in my bed and feel overwhelmed, so I do have time for feelings. I'm feeling at odds because, for one, I was doing a lot of reflecting and I realized that I have a desire to be more intentional about community building, because that's something. Am I crying? Oh gosh, look at that. Look at them eyes. I think I need a moment to acknowledge the excitement of the journey, because it's so easy to be scared. I'm scared. I'm anxious. I'm scared because it's just so many unknowns. And I'm getting sentimental about the people I'll miss, the community I'll miss, just being in a place where you know people will be checking in on you. It's just nice, it's reassuring. And knowing that there are communities you can tap into, like I have communities here in Chicago that I know and love, classes that I love, things that really nourish my soul in a way that is just really more than a routine, it's a ritual. So I feel like I'm losing a lot of stuff by going, and and I feel, I'm gonna be honest, I do feel a little silly about just feeling overwhelmed, because it's my choice. I could be normal and just stay put, but so I just want to give myself space to acknowledge that anxiety, because it's real for me, because it all comes down to fear of abandonment, which is a core wound for me. And with fear of abandonment, losing your community, losing your social network, having to build it all from scratch is extremely intimidating, because just by disrupting your life in this way, it's putting yourself in an immediate, inconsistent, and long-term opportunity for rejection and isolation. And that's hard. And I was gonna say rejection is my tendency. Maybe in some ways, I need to reflect on that more. I think it's so easy. As a human, you're conditioned to really seek out the negative, ruminate on it, and because it's like a survival instinct. If you sense a danger, a harm to you, you can't just ignore it. Even in modern day, the way we process and understand our anxiety and stresses, and those are perceived as threats in some ways to our brain. We're evolved from cavemen and stuff, so we do have a little bit of lizard brain in us, where it's that flight or fight response and nervous system responses, reactions. So there is that part of us too. It's not like we're fully conscious and above. So with that, the evolved part of me needs to be intentional with her joy. I saw this amazing interview with one of my favorite celebrities, Janelle Monáe. Total icon, goddess, multi-hyphenate, extremely talented. I look up to Janelle in so many ways as an artist and a person. and they were being interviewed by one of them men named Jimmy at night. I don't even fucking remember. And they were talking about, they called it their float season.
Had a unique opportunity to heal and to let some things go.
And that's what float season means?
In order to float, you gotta let things go.
This living and eat, there was a different energy there. She seemed lighter and free, and that just so deeply resonated with me. And she talked about this stuff coming up from childhood.
Abandonment issues, just from like my childhood, things that I had just kind of kept in me, and they were just coming to the surface.
Letting things go, feeling like she started a second life, and I was just like, that's exactly how I feel. I watched multiple interviews with Janelle where she talked about this, and some people didn't really tap in. Like, I'm sorry, Jimmy Kimmel, this doesn't have that same depth as a Trevor Noah. So when Jimmy Kimmel was talking about it, he was just being foolish and light, and I was like, you don't get it. But Janelle still laid it out for him, like, yo, this is the new life that you get after you heal.
You're not in that traumatic survival mode. You're like, wow, this is what I've been missing. What do I want to do now? And I can be a free-ass mother.
I don't know where I'll be in a couple of months. Last week, I didn't even know where I was gonna be at the end of this month. Like, it's very much the living in flow energy. I'm hoping my travel moving forward has that balance of community, because with travel, I have an opportunity to meet so many people with different perspectives, work on my language skills. I never want to appear like a tourist, act like a tourist. I want to get to know the place, which is why I prefer longer term travel rather than staying somewhere for a short amount of time. So I'm really, really excited for Medellin so I can honestly just chill. Another thing with me as a traveler, I am perfectly content with just chilling and living my life in a new place. If anything, I get the pressure of like, yo, when you come back from your journey, people are gonna be wondering what you did in Colombia for 3 months, and you're just gonna be like, yo, I just ate arepas every day. I'm excited about the things that I'm bringing, and just that opportunity to really assess all of the things I have and take inventory of how I'll use them, how they'll be a part of my routine, and really just be in a very reflective process. I think that's a blessing. And it allows me to really consider and the ways I want to evolve and grow during and beyond my trips. I really do feel like this year, 2023, is brewing up to be a really, really great year. And I'm not sure in what forms. This is the most uncertain year I've had in my life. We're gonna heal. We don't have health insurance. We don't have a therapist. So we're gonna heal in the ways that are accessible to us right now. And I've been talking for a while, and I have some stuff to do. So let's shift gears from purging to packing.